Yeah,
Hey,
come on in.
how you guys doing?
Good.
Mike?
This is Gene Leatherman. He's another agent with the State Crime Bureau, okay?
Hey, I've been monitoring your conversations as you guys are going on in here. Talk about, like, what happened. Did you surprise the husband, or what happened that led to the struggle?
Couldn't go in the house.
We know you were there. We are going to put you inside there. The only thing we don't have is your reason for doing it. Or did you go in there to go in and kill a little kid the same age as yourself?
Welcome back to Interrogation Chamber. We have a very unsettling story to dive in with you today. A late 911 call reported that someone had broken into the Kruger family's home. As detectives searched for the truth, they found evidence that pointed to one man, and his police interview quickly began to fall apart. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I'm uploading every day on Interrogation Chamber. Let's dissect this story together.
Alec Kruger had called 911 and reported that there had been an intruder at his residence and that his parents had been shot. Alec Kruger had called 911 and reported that there had been an intruder at his residence and that his parents had been shot. You hear what sounds like a possible gunshot, and then the call goes dead.
Coming up to the house, there really wasn't any indication of anything gone wrong.
As you go up the stairs is the main bedroom or the master bedroom. Alec was found lying on the bed, and Tracy was on the floor on the opposite side of the bed in that main bedroom. Tracy Kruger and Alec Kruger were both deceased and appeared to have multiple gunshot wounds. Hillary Kruger had suffered a gunshot wound, and she was in very critical condition.
So when I first drove up that night, there were two vehicles stuck at the end of the driveway, just east of the residence. You could see that both were stuck backwards in the ditch, like they had spun out.
We were trying to figure out the two vehicles in the ditch. What is the relationship? Was Tracy Kruger or somebody else from the family down here on the road at some point?
There was a little blue, like, toe strap sticking out from the front of the pickup. There was a single set of footprints leaving the vehicles.
The license plates were run on the vehicles, and that's what told us that one was registered to Michael Zabawa and the other one was registered to the Kruger family. At that point, we are going to want to talk to Michael Zabawa. We had not processed the crime scene to any degree at that point. We hadn't been able to gather much information from the scene or any witnesses. Our plan to interview him certainly was just, gather information about his timeline of events.
That's what I'm asking you to do right now, is tell Trevor and I the truth about where you were last night.
At home.
You were at home.
I was home.
And what I'm concerned about is we found your truck, okay? I told you on the way up here, we know that it's in the ditch. We also found a stolen truck, okay? Another pickup, not far from your house, okay? That was stolen close to where your truck was. We know you were out last night. Where were you drinking at? I mean, you're drinking. You already told me you're drinking. What difference does it make if you tell me where at? Second, you know what I mean? Where were you drinking at?
Larry's.
With friends, by yourself?
With a friend.
Mr. Zabawa, on the car ride in, he indicated that he had been at work the previous day, and then he went home and that he was home all evening. He said he was drinking at home alone. As the interview progressed, his story slowly changed.
Okay. What time did you stay there till?
It was about 10 to 11.
Okay, then where'd you go?
Went back to his place and then went home.
Okay. How did your truck end up in the ditch, though? Did you leave your house again, or where's that?
No, I went home.
Okay, but you see, Mike, where the problem lies here? The stolen truck. Your fingerprint's gonna be in it?
No.
You sure of that?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the shoes you were wearing last night?
Yes, they are.
Are these footprints gonna match the footprints in the snow by the stolen truck?
No.
So when a suspect gives you that kind of confident answer that, no, you're not going to get me on this, or you're not going to trip me up on this issue, it does kind of make you set back a little bit and try to figure out, where am I going to go with this now?
Okay. I did check on a couple things, Mike, and basically, I talked to one of my partners, and he's interviewed your mom. Okay. Initially, you said you were home from 5 o'clock on. Well, that's not true. Then you said you were home at 11. Well, that's not true. You see what I mean? And your mom says she heard you come in around 3:30 in the morning. Tell us the real story.
We left the bar, it was probably, it was closed, it was about 1:30, 1:30, somewhere in there. Went to Eric's house, sat there, that was probably, they had a few more beers at his place.
Well, Alec and Tracy are shot dead. They go to interview Michael. He's changing his stories. He's not keeping his story straight. This is very close to home too, so kind of weird. I didn't know that Wasika had crime like this, but let's continue to dive in.
I left there, it was about 2:30, 2:05.
Okay. Then where did you go?
Home.
Okay. Now we're back to where we were again.
I know.
We were kind of stuck in a pattern of this, incremental admissions. We didn't feel that we had anything to lose at that point by trying another tactic. Introducing a new face, he may react differently.
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Mike?
This is Gene Leatherman. He's another agent with the State Crime Bureau, okay?
Hey, I've been monitoring your conversations as you guys are going on in here. Talk about, like, what happened. Did you surprise the husband, or what happened that led to the struggle?
Couldn't go in the house.
We know you were there. We are going to put you inside there. The only thing we don't have is your reason for doing it. Or did you go in there to go in and kill a little kid the same age as your sister?
He knows who he shot, but it reminds him and amps up that emotional level that this is very, very serious. You did this and a child was killed.
You're in somebody else's house when you're not supposed to be in their house. And they are going to either assault you to stop you from doing that, plus they're going to call the cops. Now, that's why I think, personally, that's why I think you shot them. It's because you were trying to protect yourself. That's the only reason that I can see. Am I right?
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought I was. And that makes me feel better about you. Because I just can't see you walking in there and shooting some kid.
No, it went off.
It went off accidentally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a pretty important moment. It wasn't the whole truth yet from him, but he's at least admitting that he was in the house and is involved in the shooting.
From the time when you went in the ditch. Start from the beginning, okay?
When I went in the ditch, I went up to the house,
Okay.
tried the door, it was locked. The vehicle was sitting outside.
Right.
I opened it, the keys were in there, and I seen the garage door open.
Right.
Went in the house, yelling for somebody, and then that's when everything happened up there. And then it
Was your idea maybe to, what, ask them to come out and help you get out of the ditch?
yeah,
Okay. Okay, well, you were where in the house? What part of the house?
upstairs,
In the bedroom?
in the hall.
Okay. And is anybody answering?
No.
No. Okay. So then what happened? Tell me how this...
I said like 5, 6 times, and I was in the hallway, and that's when he just come right out of the bedroom with the gun.
Okay. And it was pointed at you?
Yeah, me.
Okay. And what did he say?
Huh?
What did he say?
He told me to get out, I was going to kill him.
Right? Then what happened?
Huh?
Then what happened?
Well, I was going to turn it on, and then all of a sudden he pumped the gun.
He pumped the round into the gun?
Right.
Jacked the pumper.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what?
That's when I turned it on, and I grabbed it so that he wouldn't do anything.
Okay. Then what happened?
And then I got it away from him, and it went off. And it went off like 3 times, and when we were together. So me and him were going at it.
Okay. So then it goes off, and then how did it hit the wife?
When we were struggling.
When you're struggling?
Yeah.
Are they saying anything to you?
She was just going, oh my God, and then that was it.
What had happened to her?
That's when she got shot. She had to go down the stairs, and I dropped the gun.
Right.
That's when the kid was standing right there.
Talking on the phone?
Yep.
Okay, so you dropped the gun, and then it went off?
Yep.
Okay.
Alec was shot 3 times. Dropping the gun, it didn't go off 3 times. And if it did, it would be 1 time, not 3 times. It's a pump shotgun. It doesn't work that way.
I don't believe that there's a struggle. We have 3 people who've been shot, a couple of them more than 1 time. So the idea that this was just an unfortunate accident just doesn't fly whatsoever. Both of us felt like we had enough at that point. We placed him under arrest pending criminal charges for murder.
I think the jury could see that he was lying and untruthful from the beginning. That was very important to show the jury that he wasn't telling the whole truth, and the evidence supported what actually happened. He was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder, which were 2 consecutive life sentences. He got 216 months for Hillary's attempted murder. But he never showed any remorse for any of this, never indicated he felt bad about what he did or provided a logical explanation or anything for it. And I don't think we'll ever know.
All right, so it's definitely a tragedy. The interview just kept getting worse and worse for Michael. Maybe just don't kill people. His story kept changing. He kept trying to beat around the bush. First denial, then he admitted to it, and then they still never found out his motives. He got 2 life sentences and 200 plus months for the attempted murder of the wife. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, I'm uploading every day on Interrogation Chamber. You can like, share, comment, and subscribe to Interrogation Chamber, and I'll check you guys in the next one.